Good morning, YouTube. Since I have a game coming in a very near future, I think I should start using social networks way more. So this is gonna be kind of a devlog, but not really. I started posting on X yesterday, and the most controversial topic in gaming right now, besides the DEI politics, is definitely the AI usage, and people using AI getting a lot of backlash. But honestly, for me, it has many factors that needs to be considered before really making a decision if AI is good or bad. I would explain it this way: as a solo developer, there is no way you can make a game without AI right now. In one way or another, you're gonna use it. And I'm not talking just visual references, I'm not talking just bouncing the ideas off ChatGPT or something like that, or even like code reviews by Claude. I'm talking about AI is everywhere, and you can even use it without really knowing. You can get inspired by something, you can basically get a snippet of a sound that was made by AI, and you will never know it, but you will still use it. So AI is just a tool, and it's just as any tool as any software, I would say, but it depends on how heavy you use it and what's the output result also. Because in my opinion, if you're a solid developer and you're using let's say generative AI from bottom to the top to make a game, and you don't really review what it makes, you don't really polish anything, you don't really make it work in the way that you imagine, you just let AI do all the work for you, this is not going to work. This is definitely not going to produce a decent result, and this is where AI is going to be harmful to your project. But at the same time, on the bigger scale, if we look at the studios and let's say they're doing 3D models or they're doing art that is generated by AI, and there is little to no polishing by real artists, this is where it's like a thin line, because the output product will most likely be garbage without any review, without any polishing. But if the same product gets polished over and over again by human hands, if it gets reviewed by real humans, if it gets feedback and gets built up on that feedback, it definitely works completely different way. It definitely works better in terms of you can make a good product that you imagine in your head using AI and all of its ideas. The difference would only be that you will need some human intervention at a certain point, not just distribution, but everything before that to make. There is not a single AI today. I would digress a little bit, but I will say my point. There is not a single AI today that can make a product from the beginning to the end point that will be good from the start, without any iterations, without any reviews, without any changing the prompts or additional prompts. It's just impossible. It's not how it works. It's just like expecting a handmade press to always give you the same result. I mean, a hand bench press to always give you the same result, while the CNC machine will always give way closer, like way better results in that case. But it needs the program inside. So the same with the prompt. AI is harmful by itself if you just use it to create something as a slop, as you can see in those AI videos, AI pictures, AI advertisement, AI text, any kind of copywriting. There is a lot of slop. There is a lot of slop everywhere, including the games. The games take it very heavily, because right now it takes 3 weeks for a guy to generate some assets, to generate some code, to put the game up and see if anybody's going to play it. But it saturates the market, but it also saturates the industry itself, and people will start look down more and more on AI games. They're looking down already, but they will look down more and more, and there will be games that will revolutionize how people think about AI. There will be games like some solo developer will make a AAA title using AI, and there is nothing you can do about it. If the game is good, people will be playing it. there will be no backlash in that case, in that kind of scenario. And in my opinion, for me myself, I'll give you some insight. Like, I've been working on the same project, same game for a little over a year right now, and it's the same project that I started like back in the day, made the assets, but really making the code and backing it up together was the final idea. It was about a year ago. So a year of work with AI, where I did just a little bit of coding and a little bit of code review and a little bit of visual art. Everything in those categories was mostly taken over by AI in some form or another. Some art was changed and finished by me, but some art plain AI generation, and it's just good. In my opinion, it's just good. It just fits the style and theme of the game, and there is nothing to change about it. It just fits there, so it's gonna be there. Same for the code. I am kinda illiterate person. No matter how long I've been trying to learn the coding, I know the basics, I know the structure, I have the logic in my head, but I cannot pull out the 45,000 line of code project across like 48 files all by myself. I know I wouldn't be able to do it in a year, more than in a year. I just wouldn't be able to do it without AI tools. Now with prompting with AI, I can rely on those to quickly deliver the ideas, and then I can review and change something, reiterate and stuff like that. But what I'm trying to say is I'm also voicing the characters, I'm also writing the music, I'm also doing like all the marketing distribution by myself, I'm doing all those social medias that you see right now. I'm trying to capture everything because my skill set allows it, but at the same time the amount of hours I need to put in for this to work is way more than I can afford with 2 full-time jobs. So using AI for me is the time saver at first, but also if we think plainly for financial perspective, I'm a solo developer, I'm not a big company, so I cannot afford spending much. I really like the idea of developing solo, so I don't want to hire anybody unless it's a collaboration. Like some characters will be female characters will be voiced by my sister, who is a professional actress. I have other people who are artists in the same that they want to contribute and collaborate. I would bring them in, but it's mostly my own project. So hiring somebody is not really a choice. But even if I would put everything into financial perspective, even if I would try to hire people and finish my product, I did a rough estimate this morning. I just wanted to see how AI influenced that. So for me, it would be from $57,000 to $150,000 spent to reach the point where I'm at right now. As simple as that. To reach the point where I'm at right now, and I'm about 67 to 70% done on the game. I have alpha that's being tested heavily, and I'm into further releases. That's why I'm starting my social networks. That's why I want to build up some interest around the game. Oh my god, there is a rabbit right here. I love Canada. So yeah, I'm trying to build it up all together. I'm trying to pull out the Steam page so we can start wishlisting the game. But my point is, I wouldn't be able to afford it without AI. So if I would have to hire people, if it would be old school 2015 kind of game development, I do not have $57,000. It would be more than I can put aside from my salaries. But even if I would go really hard on savings, even if I wouldn't have a family, it would be super tight to pull out 63% of my income just into the game without any returns, because like right now, until the game will be released, it will be probably zero unless Patreon kicks in, which I haven't even started yet. So eventually everything will come together, converge into something, but now it's scattered all across, and without AI I wouldn't be able to do it. So my point is, AI is really beneficial if it can save you time and if you can control the final product to be perfect, not just good, to be perfect, like you would do with the professional hires. But if you cannot do that, if you try to substitute real work with AI to save time and money just because people will still kind of be okay with it, well, this is what people are actually against on X, on like all over the social media, on YouTube as well. People are saying backlash only for like corporate greed for trying to substitute people. I don't believe that you're really against the AI generated stuff if it's extremely good, if it's curated by people, and if it's a part of the lore, of the idea, of the style of whatever product it's in. Peace out.